Kung ikaw ay doktor at meron kang 15% failure rate sa paggamot ng isang pasyente, delikado, di ba? 5% ang failure rate pagdating sa pregnancy. 1 out of 20. In other words, if you think it's going to protect you from pregnancy and you do it 20 times in 1 year, sigurado, pregnant ka. If that is your only means of birth control. Yung natural family planning is much more effective than that. Meron pa po ibang tanong?
Any other questions?
By the way, yung mga gusto magpa-add sa akin sa Facebook, pasensya na at nasa 5,000 na yung members ko sa Facebook. Hindi ko na kayo ma-accommodate. Sorry na lang.
Good morning po.
Yung pangalan ko sa Facebook, Roy Logoles lang.
Good morning po. I'm Jackie from the College of Nursing. Ang tanong ko po, isa po din po akong nurse. Ang tanong ko po, kunyari po maging ano na siya, law. For example, for nurses like me, for Catholic nurses like me, are we going to be mandated to teach, let's say, artificial contraception to our patients? How about hospitals like, Catholic hospitals like UST?
Merong
Thank you.
provision yan. May penalty provision. In fact, yan isa sa mga controversial provisions. But then they keep on saying, na-amend na. Hindi pa na-amend yan. Because when they saw the avalanche of protest and indignation about this provision, providing for penalties, nag-flip-flop sila. Pero hindi natin alam kung talagang final yan eh. Kasi alam nyo, pag hindi pa na-amend, hindi pa na-amend. In fact, a proposal to amend is not an amendment, as correctly stated by Congressman Manuel Pacquiao. Congressman Pacquiao had to educate Congressman Lagman about the intricacies of amending a piece of legislation. Kaya talaga na-knock out si Lagman.
I think we have room for one last question.
Yes, thank you.
Good morning, Congressman.
Thank you, maraming salamat.
Po si Nestor from the Faculty of Arts and Letters, Legal Management. The technical aspect lang po, gusto ko lang po sana magtanong regarding kailan po ba sa tingin nyo ang last reading ng bill na to at kailan po ba ito pagpopotohan kung ibabasura o tutuloy sa Senado? At sa tingin nyo po ba, ito po ba ay kung sakali po makalampas ng House of Representatives at matuloy sa Senado, ano po ba ang chance na ito ay maipasa o maibasura?
Alam niyo ang proseso ng legislation ganito, no? Yung period of sponsorship, tapos na yan. Na-sponsor na nila. Merong period of debate and interpellation. Yung period of interpellation, yung nangyayari ngayon. There are about 50 members of Congress of the House of Representatives who have manifested their desire to interpellate. So 50 yan. So if they are going to be allowed, and this will not be railroaded, aabutin ng mga 2 taon siguro bago matapos yung 50 legislators in their interpellation. Sa ngayon, ang tingin ko rito, halos 50-50 ang labanan dito, no? And I was surprised that in the last Congress, kami ang mga nangunguna dyan. Ako, Congressman Del Mar, Congressman Pabling Garcia of Cebu, etc. Amado Pagatsing. But I got the surprise of my life that many young members of Congress are in the forefront right now against the RH bill. Sino yan? Si Congressman Dax Cua of Quirino at ang batang congressman. Congresswoman Alia Dimaporo of Lanao del Norte, batang congressman din, congresswoman. Congressman Nograles of Davao City, another very young congressman. Ang dami mga bata who are with us in this advocacy against RH. So medyo matatagalan ang proseso. The other indication is that, alam niyo, pag nalaman ng tao kung anong nilalaman ng RH, the way we are explaining it now, and the way all of us should be explaining it, no? Whatever side that you're taking, alam niyo, nagugulat kayo, tumataas yung porsyento ng mga those who are against. We had a debate in ABS-CBN. I was one of the debaters, yung harapan. Harapan debate, no? Nagsalita si Lagman, nagsalita yung iba, nagsalita ako, nagsalita yung ibang kasama. Nung nagkaroon ng texting, yung by SMS, kasi ito yung pinakamahusay na basehan, no? Alam niyo kung ilan ang kumontra. Almost 69-68% against the RH bill in basura and 31% in favor. Yun ang lumalabas. Pero yung sinasabi ni SWS, 70% in favor daw. On a generic aspect, sabi ko nga, who would go against reproductive health? Nobody would go against reproductive health. Because reproductive health is good for us. It's the reproductive health bill that is not good for us. Tapos, marami pang iba. Pagdating sa Philippine Star, ganoon din ang resulta. Tapos sa Channel 5, we don't want to preempt this, pero nagkaroon ng debate, nagkaroon ng rating, bagsak din ang RH doon sa Channel 5. Pero hindi pa yata pinapalabas. Sa Senado naman, it takes two to approve a bill. It must be approved by both the Senate and the House, no? Sa Senado, the Senate President is against it. The Majority Leader, Tito Soto, is against it. Several other out of the 20 who signed the bill for plenary debate, yung reproductive health bill, 12 either had strong reservations or objected to the bill. Kaya lang sila pumilma for the sake of debating it in open. Ayaw nilang i-suppress yung debate, no? They're in favor of a public debate. Sabi nila, sige, pabor kami, debate natin sa plenary yan, pero kami tutol o kaya with very strong reservation. So, mahirap din ang mahirapan ng RH pagdating sa Senado. So, maraming po salamat. I'd like to thank you so much. At ulitin ko yung sinabi ko kanina, nung many years ago when I came here, binasted ako ng taga-UST. Pero sana ngayon, hindi niyo ako bastidin pagdating sa advocacy o go against RH. Maraming salamat sa inyo.
Thank you, sir. Due to the shortage of time that we have, for those who still have questions to Sir Goles, if you like, you can write them down and you can forward them to any NCBS officer or any of the staffers that you have around. So at this time, maybe call on Assistant Professor Susan Marevilla, our NCBS advisors, Ma'am Shua and Ma'am Bongar, and our NCBS President, Hani Vanyo, to give our certificate and a token of appreciation